Okay. Ah, that was a challenge. Hey guys, so today I want to share with you guys a recipe that I just created. And when I was working on this recipe, I was thinking like, would it work? And then I ended up falling absolutely in love with it. So what we're making today is spicy roast chicken with spicy peanut sauce and Jasberry rice. Now I've got some ingredients in front of me which I am going to pound to make my marinade for the chicken. So I've got some lemongrass, some garlic, some chili that I've de-seeded, lime juice, chili flakes, raw honey, coconut oil and some turmeric powder. Now I'm going to start by pounding my lemongrass, and I'm only using the soft white part of my lemongrass. So I peeled about 3 layers of the lemongrass, 3 to 4 layers, until you get the really soft part of the lemongrass. Just going to throw it in. I'm going to add some salt. When you add salt into the spices that you're pounding, you're going to get an even and smooth paste. But just remember not to add more salt in your cooking. And I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients and pound everything together. I'm gonna add in my garlic, which I've chopped. You can also pound whole cloves, but I chop them because it will make the pounding process faster and easier. Now I'm gonna add in my chili. And we are going to pound all of this until it turns into paste-like spice. Alright, so now my spices are soft and I get like this paste-like spice mix. I am going to add my coconut oil, my raw honey, and I've added the salt earlier on, so I'm not going to add any more salt. My ground turmeric. You can also use fresh turmeric if you like. Add in my chili flakes. Everything in. Give it a good mix. And my lime juice. And I'm using key lime. Ah, beautiful. Now you've got this amazing marinade that you can actually use for anything you like. You can use the same marinade for chicken, for beef, for fish, for prawns. So I'm gonna spread my marinade all over the chicken. I've got a whole chicken that I've butterflied. I didn't put that much salt, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more on the chicken itself to make sure that my chicken's properly seasoned. Just rub it everywhere on the back part. Make sure it's seasoned well. I'm gonna put a little bit of my marinade, beautiful marinade, at the back. Spread it evenly. Flip it, open it up. I love roasting my chicken after cutting it into spatchcock or butterfly because it cooks evenly and I won't have to turn my chicken during the cooking time. If you have extra marinade, please don't throw it. Just keep it in the freezer and you can use them again. You can keep it up till a month. And you can roast whatever you like, really. So now I'm going to leave my chicken in the fridge to marinate for about 3 hours. And then I'm going to roast it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of the chicken. So I'm back and now we're making our spicy peanut sauce. But the peanut sauce that I'm gonna share with you guys is not your typical Malaysian style peanut sauce, the one that you have with your satay. This is a little bit more creamy, a little bit more spicy, and I am using peanut butter. And I know some of you might think that, oh, it's just crazy, why are you using peanut butter? But actually, I love making this particular sauce with peanut butter because it really adds in the creamy taste to my sauce, which is what I really want. So the recipe is really easy. First, I'm gonna blend my spices. Got some shallots, a few cloves of garlic. I'm going to throw in my bird's eye chili, my chili padi. I've got my galangal, which I am going to slice so that it's easier to blend. And of course my lemongrass, which I am going to peel the outer layers until I get the soft white part. Pop all of them into the blender with a little bit of water. Alright, now that's done, I'm going to heat my oil. And I'm using vegetable oil and I am going to saute my chili paste. We're going to saute our chili paste until it's nice and fragrant. Okay, it's nice and fragrant, and now I'm going to add in my blended ingredients. Just a little bit more water into my blender. Give it a good shake. Put everything in. We're going to give this a good mix and we're going to wait for it to come to a boil. Alright, now it's boiling. I'm going to add in a little bit of tamarind. I'm using just the pulp and I'm going to add in my gula melaka. It's melted gula melaka. Palm sugar. You can also use regular sugar if you like. You can also use honey. Just a little bit of salt. And of course, my peanut butter. And I'm using chunky, unsweetened peanut butter. You can also make this yourself if you like. But I just love it. I love the texture and the creamy taste it's gonna bring to the sauce. Give it a good mix. I'm going to turn the heat on low. I'm going to switch this off. Continue mixing it. Now my sauce is ready. It looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to wait for my chicken to be ready, and I'm going to serve everything together with my Jasberry rice and some fresh vegetables. Okay, so now I'm ready to plate my rice and my vegetables. So I've got this nice, beautiful steamed Jasberry rice. It's high in antioxidant. I'm going to put some vegetables on top of my rice. I've got some beautiful cherry tomatoes, some bean sprouts, some long beans. I've got some winged beans. Put it everywhere. And some cabbage, some fresh cabbage. I love using fresh vegetables because not only will it add a great flavor to this dish, but it'll also give an amazing texture. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of my spicy peanut sauce all over the vegetable. And we're gonna wait for the chicken and put the chicken over the rice and the vegetables and drizzle a little bit more salt, and we're ready to go. That looks so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut my chicken and serve it over my rice and vegetables. I'm gonna start with the legs first. Cut the breast. Okay. That was a challenge. So I'm going to keep the big pieces for later. So the breast here and here. You know, all these juices on your chopping board, don't waste them. Just pour it over your chicken. Now we're gonna put the spicy peanut sauce all over our chicken. And we are done. This is my spicy roast chicken with spicy creamy peanut sauce and Jasberry rice. Jemput makan!